Good day! BusinessMirror offers you stories, conversations, and insights, with this session we're calling Freshly Brewed. Like great coffee to savor, Freshly Brewed tells compelling stories through the interaction between the most interesting people and BusinessMirror's roster of journalist hosts, discussing the hot issues of the day, or topics still unfolding, or brewing. And these compelling stories are shared with you via BusinessMirror's multimedia platforms. Makati Medical Center was recently accredited by the Joint Commission International. Well, what does that mean to the ordinary Filipino? The hospital also acquired last year the state-of-the-art Vinci 11 robotic surgical system, which ushered in a new era of precision in surgical care. Amazing! Let's find out more about JCI and the robotic surgical system as BusinessMirror's health and fitness editor and Ruth Dela Cruz speaks to Dr. Saturnino Javier, Makati Medical Center's medical director and interim co-president and CEO.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to today's Freshly Brewed episode. I am your host, Ruth Dela Cruz, BusinessMirror's health and fitness editor. Makati Medical Center was in the news recently for being re-accredited by the Joint Commission International, or JCI. What does this mean for all of us? The hospital also hit the headlines last year as it acquired the Vinci robotic system. Imagine a robot operating on you. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to BusinessMirror's YouTube channel and like and follow our Facebook page. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to have with us a very special guest for today's episode of Freshly Brewed. He is none other than Dr. Saturnino Javier, Medical Director and Interim Co-President and CEO of Makati Medical Center. Good day, Dr. Bong, and welcome to Freshly Brewed.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations to the Makati Medical Center for being the first hospital in the Philippines to be re-accredited under the 8th edition. So what does this mean for the hospital, and what's the difference between this reaccreditation and the previous one?
The JCI accreditation that we recently achieved for Makati Medical Center, particularly based on the 8th edition, means that Makati Med has fully complied with and embraced the stringent safety and quality standards of JCI, which are actually global standards of quality and safety.
Okay.
Having been able to pass the accreditation standards of JCI on its 8th edition, and Makati Med being the first to do that in the Philippines, we are really proud of this accomplishment.
So when you say it's stringent, is it more when it comes to more patient care po ba? Or is it sa health, on the health, delivery of healthcare services po?
They keep raising the bar
Okay.
of trying to improve your metrics for safety
Okay.
and quality as you deliver healthcare. Every edition comes up with even more refined standards of quality and safety compared to the previous one.
Okay.
One difference of the 8th edition is they now include sustainability metrics, environmental sustainability, which never appeared in the previous standard. So it's telling us that the hospital should also watch its carbon footprint
Okay.
in terms of preserving the environment. So we have embraced these ideas as well in our accreditation.
Okay. So what does this reaccreditation mean to our patients?
Well, it only means that patients of Makati Med are assured that they will be served with the standards that they deserve in terms of quality and safety. And these standards have been reviewed and have been considered passed by JCI parameters. So it only means that the hospital will keep on rendering this kind of healthcare with the parameters of safety and quality that are global in its implementation.
Okay. So aside from JCI, IIP, or the Investors in People Philippines, ISO, what's next for Makati Med? Is Makati Med gunning for any other accreditation bodies?
No more. I think we have enough to guide the operations. We have one global and we have one national, as well as something that's dealing with our manpower. So I think we're good.
Okay.
We will have this to guide our operations in the many years to come.
Okay, so let's go to robotic surgery. Last year, the hospital acquired the Vinci robotic system. And from what I know, this is for gynecological and prostate procedures. So has the robot been used for other procedures?
Yes, those are two of the main areas where it will find its greatest use.
Okay.
You've mentioned gynecology, urology. We should also include hepatobiliary,
Okay.
colorectal,
Okay.
and we're also doing it for ENT procedures right now.
Oh, ENT.
We are looking forward to also involving the cardiothoracic system. So we have doctors who are now trying to get trained to be able to perform this as well.
Oh, okay. So the general public thinks that robotics is costly, and I also think it is. So what can Makati Med do to balance the cost and still provide top-notch healthcare services?
I think that's a usual concern
Yes.
when they come up with any new technology being acquired by a healthcare facility. But I think to view it in the wider scheme of things, yes, it may appear like on its own,
Yes.
on face value, it's expensive. However, if you equate it with the productivity
Yes.
and the quality of life, that will not be compromised because technically it's a minimally invasive procedure.
Yes.
Unlike formal conventional surgery with wide incisions and long duration of surgery. This one entails shorter periods of time, less complications, and therefore the patient can right away resume his or her work. So in terms of the quality of life
Yes.
and the productivity, you're insured. You go back to your usual productive self, which may not be the case with standard surgery. So if you try to balance things out with what you are able to not give up, then I think it's well worth it.
So for the patient, it means it's a quicker recovery time, no?
Yes.
And that they can go back as soon as possible to what they were doing before.
Quicker recovery time, less complications,
Yes.
better outcomes because of the minimally invasive nature
Yes.
of the procedure. Now that procedure certainly entails experience and competency
Yes.
of the operator as well as the need for these technologies.
Okay. So, and then I think just the other day, you launched the Minds and Sleep Laboratory.
Right.
And I understand it was elevated from a center to an institute. So what is the difference between a center and an institute?
It used to be a center alone,
Okay.
but the MINDS now, which stands for Makati Medical Center Institute
Okay.
of Neurological, Neurosurgical, and Neuropsychiatric illnesses.
Okay.
It now fuses under one umbrella 3 departments.
Okay.
The Department of Neurology,
Okay.
Psychiatry, Neurosurgery.
Okay.
They're all related fields. So what it will accomplish and is that it will be able to integrate all the various services being offered by each of these departments
Okay.
under one house or under one roof. And therefore, the possibility of inter-referral among the different systems becomes easier to accomplish.
Okay.
It's integrated, more streamlined, and therefore, patients do not have to worry about how to go about things because it's being handled for them already.
Okay. And it's all housed in one area.
Not necessarily
Okay.
under one physical or geographical area, but the services are now interconnected
I see.
with one
Got it.
another.
Okay. Okay. So are there other centers in the pipeline?
We've already launched a Makati Medical Center Heart Institute
Okay.
in early 2024. And we've also launched our This Minds late quarter of 2024 also.
Okay.
In the coming weeks, we will be launching our Cancer Institute.
Oh, Okay.
So it's the same scheme
Uh-huh.
whereby you put together many disciplines or fields under one roof so that you integrate all the services.
Okay, got it. So since we're talking about new centers and given the competitive landscape where big hospitals are continuing to expand and small hospitals and other diagnostic clinics are popping up, how does Makati Med intend to stay on top of its game in the coming years?
Well, we will keep on trying to improve, even if we have all these accreditation standards. There's always room for improvement of services. We already have a few satellite centers,
Yes,
one in Araneta,
okay,
and then one in Discovery Primea.
okay,
And then, of course, we have just across or nearby our Makati Medical Center building, an access care site
okay.
in Ayala North Exchange. So we call this access care sites
Okay.
that will render the same kind of services that Makati Medical is known for. So it will be patient-centered,
Okay.
it will be competent, compassionate, ethical, and all of the things that they should expect in the main center
Okay.
should be experienced in those centers as well.
Okay. Are there any plans to set up another hospital?
For now, we would like to really see the growth of what we have started.
Okay.
Really try to create these centers into their full potential, so that we will be able to determine how far and how soon we will go with other
Okay.
access care sites.
Okay. So you call it access care centers
Right.
where you increase your access to the patients.
Correct.
Okay. Well, Araneta is in Cubao. Is there even any plans to go beyond Cubao, beyond Makati?
Plans have been evaluated and
Okay.
considered. Too rough to come up with definite pronouncements, but
Okay.
you will certainly know once we have clear plans about it.
Okay, Doc. Because I know the area around Makati Med is really, it's really very
Bursting
crowded.
already,
Yes,
yeah.
oo.
Makati Med to expand
Yes.
can only go vertical
Yes.
in our present lot
Uh-huh.
because of the limited
Yes.
or the space constraints that we are confronted with. So ideally, the expansion can only go vertical and not horizontal anymore.
Okay.
You will have to balance that with the possible disruption that can happen
Yes.
with our operations. So all of these factors are being considered to make sure that we come up with the best plan for Makati Medical Center's expansion.
Okay. So what about AI, Doc? Does Makati Med have any plans to use AI in healthcare?
Well, I think at this point in time, no one can deny the emerging importance of AI in healthcare also. And there are many fields where it should be very useful and productive: radiology, cardiology, even surgical fields. But I think one thing that people should remember,
Yes.
AI should only be viewed as a tool.
Yes, that's true.
You still need the human competence, the human expertise to make use of that tool and realize it to its full potential.
I see. Do you already have machines that have incorporated AI na?
Some of our machines are venturing into those realms.
Okay.
There are some technologies, some new acquisitions that have already built in
Okay.
AI, at least to a small degree.
Yes.
Some AI capabilities, but not in the full scale AI that we know as they are being touted about in media.
Okay.
But I think sooner or later, this will become another trust or initiative that Makati Medical Center will be part of.
Okay. Well, we've discussed a lot, Doc, this past few minutes, and we're reaching the end of our session. So what is the message that you would like to impart to our audience?
Well, I just want to assure all our loyal clientele that Makati Med will keep on improving, maintaining, and pursuing the highest standards of care for everyone that we have promised to serve for almost 55 years. As we enter into another year, in 2025 and the years to come, please be assured that Makati Medical Center will be at your service, rendering the kind of care that it has been known for through all these decades. Thank you very much.
With that, I would like to thank Doc Bong for sharing your valuable time with us and for sharing the latest developments and happenings at Makati Medical Center. Thank you so much, Doc Bong.
Thank you.
Before we go, let me share this quote from Buddha. To keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our minds strong and clear. This has been Ruth Dela Cruz, Business Mirror's Health and Fitness Editor, and tune in to the next episode of Freshly Brewed. Good day to you all.
And that wraps up our Freshly Brewed episode for today. Thank you for tuning in to Freshly Brewed. Stay informed, stay inspired, and make smarter choices every day with Business Mirror. For the latest stories and updates, visit our website, businessmirror.com.ph, for a broader look at today's business. And follow us on our social media channels. Stay ahead, know more, and see you next time.